Upmeyer?
No.
Representative Van Fossen?
No.
Representative Wise?
Aye.
Representative Satterberg?
No.
Representative Hoot?
No.
Representative Hoffman?
No.
Representative Jacobs? No. Representative Freeman?
No.
The amendment passes with 13 ayes and 9 noes. The next amendment is Amendment 204, and Representative Satterberg, you're in order for opening comments on Amendment 204.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Amendment 204 really addresses the situation. It's on page 4 and also page 6. If you want to go to page 4, line 17. We are inserting the language to basically ban smoking in public buildings, places of public assembly, and vehicles owned by the state. Page 6, line 22. That goes to basically it's the same premise where smoking would be banned on grounds that the state does own, in whether it's any public building and places of public assembly, owned, leased, or operated, or by the control of the state government, or its political subdivisions, including the grounds of the private residence of any state employee or portion which is open to the public. The reason I bring this amendment forward is a couple different reasons. Number one is I think the state really does need to lead by example. We have a lot of investment in historical buildings that I think we need to make sure that we protect and preserve also. And I kind of go back to the condition of the state, which our governor made the comment that if you're going to talk the talk, you need to walk the walk. And so with that in mind, I believe this is a very appropriate amendment that would ban smoking in basically these state-owned facilities, vehicles, or on the grounds of state-owned facilities also. That's my opening remarks.
Representative Olson? Representative Wise?
What Representative Satterberg, you?
Certainly.
So, Representative Satterberg, you are, in essence, going through the provision of the bill that makes it clear that this smoking ban would not apply to a private residence, but you're saying there's an exception that there are some private residences that would have a smoking ban.
There are some residences that are open to the public, and if it's a public ban on smoking, I think it's only appropriate.
Representative, I didn't ask for your rationale. I simply asked you a simple question. Then you are extending the smoking ban into some private residences. Yes, thank you.
Representative Olson?
I appreciate the amendments offered in the spirit of public health, and as I stated in my opening comments on the bill, this is a public health bill, and I ask the committee accept the amendment.
Is there further discussion on the amendment? You're in order for closing comments on the amendment.
I appreciate the comments, and I would just ask that we move the amendment.
Short form.
Short form is fine.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Amendment carries. Representative Bailey, does everybody have Amendment 202? Representative Bailey, you're in order for opening comments on Amendment 202.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Amendment 202 simply exempts private posts that are chapters or posts of veterans organizations that have a congressional charter. This only applies though when the post is closed. In other words, only members are allowed in. If it's opened up for a public function, the ban would then stipulation there at the bottom that says this exemption shall not apply to any entity that is established for the purpose of avoiding compliance with this chapter.
Okay, so I can, no matter what, somebody who had not been a veteran could not join.
Well, you could potentially join like the Sons of the American
Okay, sure,
Legion,
of course.
but
Would they be able to?
they're usually admitted into the post, but you could not form a club simply to smoke it.
Thanks.
Are there additional questions for Representative Bailey on the amendment? Representative Bailey
I simply move the amendment.
moves the amendment. Short form, okay? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Amendment carries. We are back on the bill. Are there questions on the bill? Representative Butler.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Representative Olson, would you do some questions? Thank you. I just have a, when you talked about the, I'm a farm wife. My husband says I'm not much help on the farm these days, but nonetheless, we do farm. We are not a corporation, okay? But you're absolutely correct. Many farms are now corporations. What kind of struck me as curious, and I'm trying to figure out, in this entire bill, then, if it is enforced by virtue of complaints, then the people that do have corporations, they don't be worried about the fact that they're breaking the law, as long as they don't get caught, because somebody's going to report it out in the open field, that kind of thing. So, I just thought that was kind of troubling if nobody reports or complains that it is not illegal.
Well, it's illegal.
Okay.
I mean, it's still be against the law.
Okay. So, just complaints, then that's the only thing that would cause enforcement. So bars can do that too, then. As long as nobody complains, people can smoke in bars.
If it would be against the law to smoke in one of the public places after the bill passes. The enforcement mechanism is complaints to the Board of Public Health.
Okay, thank you very much.
Are there additional questions? Representative Sadler.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I do have a couple questions here. On page 6, referring to child care homes. In a situation where maybe we have a weather like we have today, and grandma offered to watch the kids, the babysitter was not available. Would that home be under this law?
I don't believe so. The child care home, child care facility, healthcare provider, I believe are defined in other parts of the code and licensing statutes and that kind of thing. And I'm recalling last session in Human Resources, we had debate about licensing child care facilities and that kind of thing. And we specifically got to the point where a grandparent watching a grandchild would not qualify as one of these, defined terms. So no, it would not.
I can see that with child care facility, but just talking about a child care home, I would question.
If I could jump in, Representative Wilson is correct in his definition.
I think child care home is also defined. I can track down the citation for you. I don't have it here.
The other question I have too is the 50-foot criteria on school premises. If there is a home within 50 feet of a school based on this criteria, you could not smoke in your own front yard possibly or in your home.
Well, in the private residence, I believe would be your ticket to smoke.
Even though you have